Hello. How are you today? Bug. What are you doing here? Get out of here. Get. Also, hi, Dave. I love you. What's wrong? What's wrong, Dave? Dave, what's wrong? What happened? No! I hugged Dave. I'm sorry. Oh. That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, Dave. Oh, no. No. Yeah, I imagine. Well, it's time to does his bug. So I gotta does his bug. Because hopefully we can get through this meeting in a timely manner. We'll see. Eh. I have to relog now that my emotes are back in. Do I relog? Nah, I think it's fine. Nah, I just won't use any emotes. I'm gonna get this started so that way. Jai, head to the meeting room. Whoa! Tell anyone else you see on the way to go there too. Nobody. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba, 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 ba. I should check it first. Ah! Listen, nice and loud, I'm not a person. Okay, we're good. Are we good? Why is the portal click? Why do people keep closing that? It's supposed to be open! Open it so they can get in. Ah! 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 bug. It was the loudest chewing I'd ever heard in my life. Faster, Chitter! Faster! Speed! She only goes so fast. I think I forgot my phone. Somewhere. Possibly downstairs. That'll suck. That's fine. It's cool. Chill. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, 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 bah. Bah, 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 bah. I have a headache. There's no one else above surface.
There's only 2 upstairs, isn't there?
Oh boy. There's gotta be more then. Hopefully.
I saw no levers flipped, so everyone should be home.
But where? Where in home? Hello? Oh. Hello? Anybody up here? Hello? No. Oh, ow! There. Huh. Ah! 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 What? What just happened? What just happened? What? Okay. That's fine. No one here. No. No one.
Evening, Chitter.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
Couldn't find anyone else awake. But I know more people are awake.
Yes. I do not know where they're at, as I did not find any in the diplomatic area or
Okay.
any of the surface areas when I made my way back in.
Yep. Yep.
However, I have accidentally created a new pathway back to the quartz mine that we have.
Oh,
One with significantly less winding about directions.
well,
I
that's
also
good.
don't know the direction of the ports, so not sure if that's meant.
I don't either.
I believe I showed you all 3 locations before.
You showed me one, I think.
The other one I showed you when you were freaking out about the water.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Being as it is in the corner of that area.
Yeah.
But if you wish to know where one of the quartz mines are, it's relatively easy to get to now. No, we don't really need to mine it all that much unless someone makes a special order. I have been gathering them up pretty consistently because of our need for them in the research room.
By the way, Sai,
And
you know where the frog went? The frog is gone.
Oh wait, what? The frog? Really?
Yeah.
I do not know. I was hoping for frog legs, so this is disappointing news to hear.
Yes. The
We
frog
actually
disappeared.
Probably should have brought that inside or something.
We did.
We probably should have given it a name.
Last I saw it was still on the beach.
No, we brought it inside.
Yeah.
It
Chitter
was
made it a workout, essentially.
It was very difficult. It hurt.
Good job.
It hurt very bad.
Don't worry. I'm sure we can add it to a training regiment in the future.
That seems terrifying.
I'm just gonna go over here and go over my notes. Until everybody files in.
Verhört.
Oh? Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Where are we all hiding?
Ah.
Is everybody awake?
Yep, I'm here.
Think so. Maybe. I think I saw Rahar online. I don't think he's here.
I mean, there's Feyre. I'm not sure where they are at.
Seems like they're...
Silly Grado.
I mean, there's a lot of people missing, but I don't know how many of them are actually awake or not. Should we wait a little longer?
Perhaps. Maybe just a little bit.
Okay.
I believe I smell Colmar and Evangeline.
Perhaps they'll make their way over.
Has anyone checked the information room?
No! That's
Not
a good place to
recently.
check. I forgot.
I checked the Buckin room, but in the Fey room, but I did not go any lower.
I doubt they'd be in the other ones unless they had reason to.
At least thankfully this shouldn't be a long meeting.
I'll go for a quick lap to the diplomatic area, see if anyone's...
Alright.
Not there, I presume?
Oh, he's Omar. Emina! Yay!
Apologies. We were dealing with a trade.
I'm
doing with the
sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Take off your helmet though. Pat.
Yeah, sorry, I just got back.
It's okay. I
We
know.
were like sprinting back here for the meeting.
Oh no.
Did it go
Where
well?
were you?
We had
Oh, it
three
went well.
zombies with tridents chasing us at the dock, and one of them was
Oh.
a baby zombie.
Oh.
That was terrifying.
Oh,
Oh, it
that
sounds like it.
does
Oh.
seem terrifying.
Baby zombie ran out of the water onto the beach, chasing us with trident.
Oh boy. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I got
The
hit
baby
by
had a
like four.
fork.
I
Why
got
would you
hit by
want it
like
this
4
way?
tridents in one go and got half a heart. And I said no, and I ran.
Hey.
Reasonable.
I was not happy.
Now, I'm gonna
I'm
assume
glad you made it out of there safe.
that this is everybody awake,
Thank you.
because we should probably
One of them
start.
had a headache. They're waking up, but they're safe.
Yes, I believe. I smell my brother now. I believe he's
Mhm.
well.
Ah.
Yeah, it's your sibling. They're waking up. They're on the way.
Wait,
Hmm.
just a little bit longer, it seems.
Just a wee
I'm sorry
bit
about the-
longer.
The
It's
parrot's
okay.
doing well. We found out that the parrots having eggs takes like 10 minutes.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh?
So because of that, we let them hold on to the parrot, and they'll deliver us the eggs later.
Okay, I think that's everyone now.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Let me just pull my notes out. Okay. So, today's meeting is to specifically go over the Apex roles. More in particular, who will be put into them, and what roles are currently filled and which ones are not. We'll go over the actual duties of said role as we go, and I'll go over the general duties at the end, just to make sure that those who are unable to stay for long periods at least get who is the ones in charge, essentially. Since I know at least a few of us have to go to bed a little earlier today. So, to go over the specific roles, we are going to have, I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I tried to make sure it was an odd number so that way, in cases where all need to be in agreement for something, or in cases where they need to make a decision together, essentially, it won't be too hard, and someone can always sway the vote. There will never be an equal vote, because it sucks.
Chitter.
Yeah.
When you crouch, we can't hear you back here.
Ow!
Because you whisper.
I forgot about that.
It's okay.
I will stop being expressive then.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Well, make the. How
I'm
about
trying
we
to
just
stand
stay
as much on the edge.
closer next time?
Well,
Well, the room was created for the previous voices, so.
yeah, it wasn't created with this system in mind. You could come up a little closer. There is room. Uh-oh, headache. There you go.
Oh, no,
Ah.
Richard.
Okay, is this better now if I end up doing this? Is that okay?
Yeah, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably still try not to. Just because it'll change how well you can hear me.
It's a habit of mine, so that's why I needed to tell you.
Strangely enough, your volume does not go up or down when you crouch, merely
What?
the distance that it travels.
Okay. Well, anyways, some of these roles are fulfilled, and some are still waiting for people to fill them. I have a few people in mind for them, but I'll go over that later, maybe. As for the actual roles themselves, first we have the Mentor Apex role. Their duty will be to settle in newcomers, as well as teaching and training. Essentially, putting people in places that are good for them. So, figuring out what they're good at and placing them there. Particularly of those of us who come in that are new. Or people who request training or teaching. I have given this role to Raha, who is not here.
They say it's a logical choice, though.
Very.
I understand that much, yeah.
Next is the Quartermaster role. This would entail keeping logs of all major stored items, as well as leading agricultural efforts and research. This role has been given to Silk Cedar.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Alright.
After that, we have the defense role. This would pertain to, obviously, a majority of the defensive and offensive workings. This would entail building up and maintaining faction defenses, advising in ways of defense, training others for combat, and heading mapping and explorative efforts. This has been given to Kadga.
I'd be confused if you gave it to anyone else, honestly.
Yeah.
Indeed.
After that,
I
we
mean,
have the
yeah.
builder role, which is fairly self-explanatory. Will all work. They will work with all under them in the community builds, based on the needs of the swarm. Buildings, ensuring that any personal buildings people make are up to standard. So if somebody makes something either ugly or unsafe or cosmically bad, they would have the ability to tell them no, as well as creating and maintaining pathways. Huh?
Anyways.
Never mind. Apparently Raha is not mentor, and I will reconsider the mentor role.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh, okay.
So that there might be some changes there. Okay.
Already?
Oh,
Probably
okay.
cosmic conflicts.
Alright.
Yes.
I see, I see.
Anyways, the next role would be for the builder role. I selected Fava.
That's
Mhm.
yes. Extremely understandable.
Makes sense,
yes.
makes sense.
Best
Yeah.
choice.
No.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next three are currently unfilled, but I have ideas of who to put in them. That being the research apex role, the diplomat, and merchant. Although, depending on if I can find someone else to be a mentor role, I will probably just put diplomat and merchant together, as I need to keep it an odd number.
Okay.
Research would be heading all experiments and ensuring they are up to standard. Diplomat would be being a diplomat, and merchant would be trade deals, obviously.
Mhm.
Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
Nope.
I do. For those who would be interested in the unfilled Apex roles, would we just approach you?
Yes, you can approach me privately about it. I do have a few people in mind for some of these roles, but I am waiting to see if they can prove themselves.
I see.
But obviously, if someone feels that they are up to it, they can always come and talk to me. It does not guarantee you will get it, though. Anything else?
What about like a explorer? Do we have any of that?
Currently, the explorative efforts are under Kadka. They're under the defense team.
Oh, alright. I just I'm curious about that.
So if you wish to explore, then you will go under Kadka. Make sure that all major exploration goes under him as well. Which kind of information?
I mean, I guess maps would also go underneath exploration, which would go underneath Kaga as well. So
Yes,
that type of information.
faction information would in fact go under Kadka. However, record keeping and lore keeping will likely go either under diplomat or research.
I think information, this is just a suggestion, could just be a broad spectrum. We have a room for it. It can be used for either or, and the information can just get put where it belongs.
It's more someone who will maintain the making sure that none of that gets messed up and stays
I
organized.
understand.
All people will contribute to information.
Also, this doesn't have to do with the Apex rules, but more of information keep. I do want to suggest that we keep information in here instead of the web. I think it feels more fair, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Anything-
it is the
yeah,
effort that we put forward thus far.
Yeah.
The information that has been placed on the web is a brief note in case you wish to quickly peruse and find what it is you're looking for. It does not go into detail.
If you want actual details, you gotta go here.
For the most part, yes. Also, should anyone on the defense or scouts feel like there is a problem, feel free to seek me out. You do not need to feel as if you do not have a voice just because I have a broad reaching of category of things under my purview. I will still listen to you all regardless of the problems.
And if at any point these duties seem too much, you may approach me. As I don't want
And
any
if
of
you
the
have a
Apexes
problem
to
to
feel
me,
like
you
they
can
have
always go to Chitter.
Is there anything else?
That is all of them.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I can also go over the general duties if it's not kind of understood.
Yes, please.
The general duties of the Apex roles is to run whatever team they are heading, such as the defense team, the builder team. It is also to spread information to other swarm members, to disseminate it. Anything that they have learned or that their people have learned, they should be making sure that that information is accessible to others. Same with anything that I tell them to spread. And where things that they say are coming from me, hopefully, should be coming from me. These are people I am trusting with these roles. So I ask that you trust them as well.
I mean, isn't trying to say that it's coming from you when it's not technically a crime?
Yes. Anyways,
I couldn't hear what they were saying, but yes.
they were asking if that was technically a crime. Yes.
What would be a crime?
Telling someone that faking as if I had said something that I hadn't.
Oh, of
Impersonating
course.
the brood leader. The
Yeah.
brood lady.
Of course.
Yep, that's understandable. Faking is not allowed.
Oh, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Did I make it on time? Apologies.
Oh, you're a little late, but
Hello.
I'm sure the others can inform you of what has been said afterwards.
Be greatly
Um,
appreciated.
If it is possible after the meeting, if people have signs or I'll have to go make some, can we post every single rule on the wall here and the name of the person who is assigned? And if nobody is assigned, then put that it's a vacant spot.
Yes.
We actually have a room for that in the information room.
Aha!
I mean, like, for the Apex roles, not for individual roles.
We could do
If you
that
would.
for now. So that way everybody's informed of it.
Yeah.
And then we can just move it down to there later.
Yeah, that's the point.
Anyways, other than that, it is just the other general roles is that they will create reports and logs regarding their area. All major projects regarding said areas must go through them, and to ensure that they work with other Apexes on collaborative projects. An example of a collaborative project between two different apexes would be the walls. The walls fall under both defense and builder.
I see.
Mhm.
Would we be posting these projects over the web purely, or do we have a spot we would want to put these? Maybe in the information room in a chest?
I mean, yeah.
At the top of the stairs is supposed to be a notice board for such things. You can also bring it up in the web so that people are aware of the situation as well.
At the top of the stairs? Where at?
I can show
Like
you after.
upstairs?
We could expand upon it up there with more room.
The big board
Yes,
outside?
No, there. If you continue to go up the stairs, on the
The lost
left
and
is a
found
room for lost and found.
Yeah,
Oh,
lost and
okay.
found room. Yeah.
I have never gone in there because I never lost something.
Well, that is the notice board inside the boards that we have been using before, but has been expanded and is purposeless.
Got it. Is there anything else?
That would be all for the Apex roles. However, I also have an announcement to make. Now that this information has been given out, I would like everyone in the swarm to reconsider the roles that they are currently taking up, the duties they are taking up. As it has been brought to my attention, there are certain things that have been lacking, such as difficulty gathering materials. It is preferred at that point that everybody reconsider what they actually want to do. It is fine if not everyone wants to gather materials. It is just, I want you to enjoy the job you are doing, so that way you actually do it. So, for now, I'll be on just a minute. Sorry, to think about something. For now, feel free to think about it. And you can either go to the respective role, Apex, about which job you want, or you can simply write it in the information room. Preferably, if you're wanting something like the builder role, though, you would talk to your Apex, specifically Fava, about that.
Yes.
I know. I'll be done in just a minute. I can't hear you. I'll be done in just a minute. No, nothing else. That would be all.
Okay. I know I sound like a broker record asking anything else, but it was just so quiet.
We're gonna work on the meeting room eventually. It's on the list, and I don't know if it would be.
Okay.
It is unlikely, as Fate is very good at what they do.
Thank you, Chitter.
I have to go close my eyes for a moment. I will be back.
Alright.
Okay.
I have to go feed the dogs. I will be right back.
Oh, they prefer that name. That's fine. I was right first time.
Oh, hi, Chitter.
Hello. You know everyone else went?
It depends. Everyone kind of spread out. Are you looking for anyone in specific? For this Talon.
Hello.
Katka has gone to go either get maps or make more maps for Diora and, oh, why can I not remember their name? I can't remember the other one's name, but for them to work on the map. Hi, Silk.
Hey, Scholar.
I don't know where he's at. Where is Kaka? Is Kaka in the storage area?
Yes.
Okay, so he is.
Hi. I spy. I won't touch you.
Hi.
I talk to you.
Hello. We need to talk.
Okay.
Hello, Scolopendra.
Okay.
Hello, Silk.
You got a training room, I guess?
Yeah. I don't have a room yet.
You should have an office.
Yeah, I probably should.
I can make you an office.
I probably want to make mom myself.
New project. Yeah. Oh, this is new. Oh!
Ah, Fiore made this.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess, do you want to do, or do you want to recommend?
I'll do mine first. So, I understand why you chose me as the builder. I'm not relinquishing my role. Do not worry about that. Do not stress, please.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to word this other than I have seen Fiore's work, and she is very much comparable in terms of detailing. Her detailing is better than mine, but I am capable of copying her. Mine specialty is more in terms of large-scale projects. So I am a little conflicted on if she would be better than me, but nonetheless, I will still do my best.
Here's why I did not pick her. I did not pick her as previously when we talked about leadership, she put herself out of the heading for leadership. So I assumed she likely wouldn't want a position of power. I thought it might put too much pressure on her.
Yes, that was the second thing I was going to ask, if after this conversation, if she would be able to handle the pressure.
If you would like to appoint her as your second, you can.
Yes, I intend.
But she will not have the voting power that you do. She won't have any of the same powers. She will just be able to, within your team itself, essentially lead over things. And if at some point you genuinely feel you do not suit the role, you may give it up. But I had thought that this was the role you wanted.
It is. I was just wanting clarification in your thought process, is all.
That is my thought process. I thought it was better to have the head of it be someone who is capable of large-scale projects, and then the others can pick up where you slack.
Yes, everybody else is better at the smaller things, which is perfectly fine. And I intend to get rid of the lost and found portion of the room, but just expand with signs should we wish to write down projects, I suppose.
We still probably should have somewhere to put lost and found, but yes.
Oh, there's a new room with equipment that has been made. It could be moved there. That is all.
Understood.
Thank you.
This one was shy. For what I wanted to talk about, which the conversation started, was I was surprised that this one did not get the researcher role, because I know that they're very interested in research. But if you want to take the builder role, then you're good. What I wanted to request was if you could take into consideration of me doing either trade or research.
You are already in consideration for both.
I would prefer doing research if it's possible. The reason is because I wanted them to be able to do a similar job as Fiore, essentially.
What did you want in specific?
For research? Setting up a lab, being able to do testing, having anyone who is interested in doing research helping me with testing, finding more efficient ways to do things throughout the hive, essentially. Similar to how I figured out about the bees and the faucets and all that. Finding ways to make things a bit more efficient. The only concern I have is I am worried about Trader.
What do you mean in specific?
I wanted to make a recommendation for Trader. Not for myself, but for someone else. That's all.
Go on.
Favis has given me concern when it comes to trading. At least so far. I've had an incident or two.
Frithis. Or Frithi? Yes, Frithi.
Yeah.
Frithis. I'm sorry, I'm bad at names.
Frithi is not in consideration for either diplomat or trader currently.
Okay.
I believe they are still underdeveloped in their learning of it. Currently, the ones I am considering for either diplomat, trader, diplomat or trader is yourself or Skipper.
I would recommend Skipper.
I was wanting to actually see you both in action.
I am still in training.
I will say, by the way, if you end up being trader or diplomat, you will still be able to do research. You would just have to, for major projects, go to your apex. But you are in consideration for that one as well, as you have been recommended for it, but I have not personally been able to see your ability for research. So I would like to see that more.
For trade, I think the reason I'm most nervous about doing that role, I'm a bit overwhelmed by information in the web, it's hard for me to organize it all, and I know that I will need to know much about diplomacy and about what's going on resource-wise if I am to be a trader. And the fact that I'm struggling to do this makes me worried about taking that as an Apex role. I was really hoping Khadgar would get it, but I do believe Khadgar is much better for the defense role. He's much better at me than organizing. What I write is good and organized, it's just that the information in the web in particular, I have a very, very hard time keeping track of. There's a lot.
It seems like at least Khadga might prefer the use of the word guardian, so I'm gonna let him have it. Seems like he didn't like the defense word, which makes sense. It is not as encompassing as it technically is.
Oh, to sidetrack, may I request instead of builder, it be called architect?
Sure.
Fancy.
Yes. Thank you. Continue.
That would be my only concern with me doing trader, is the information is very overwhelming. Skipper would have been my recommendation, though.
You may be able to adjust it. You'll have to see. As I said, I would like to see more of what you're capable of in any respect. So if you want to vie for researcher, then I would suggest you continue working towards that.
Sure.
Make it more something that I can see.
Okay. I have had projects in the back of my mind that I spoke with other researchers, like Ava, for example. Should I be? I can start posting them in the lab if you want.
I would like that.
Yeah.
The more communicative you are, the more likely you are to actually get it. Although, admittedly, we do have another researcher now, so you might make sure that you look better than him. Just make sure that it's only by your own merit.
Of course. I think that's it.
Alright. Anything else from you, Fava?
You're wonderful, you're great, you're doing a good job, that is all.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
I'll try to get to know the other researcher more, because maybe he might be better than job at me.
I would suggest it. The new dragonfly that you saw come in. They are the new researchers.
I have met them.
Perhaps get to know them better. And if you do genuinely think they'd be better at it than you, let me know.
Yes.
And give me a reason.
Oh, of course. If I do think that they would do a better job after what I witnessed them working on, then I can try a diplomat or trader. I'm just really nervous about them, which is why I was leaning towards researcher, because I can confidently do experiments and research. I am nervous about trading, not because of my interactions.
That's why
I know how to talk to others. It's just the organization of the web is what's been scaring me.
That's why, as I said, it is something I am considering, as you and Skipper are still learning. So until a point that I feel one of you pulls ahead and suits the role, or until someone else joins us that is more suitable, I am leaving them open, and I will still head all of them. Well,
got it.
Technically, I still head everything personally, but I will not put someone in power that is not capable of it.
Of course. Thank you for the talk.
Of course.
I didn't want to give bad news, but I wanted to be honest and let you know how I felt about the different roles.
It's important. You letting me know make sure that if I do something like that, I can keep an eye on.
I don't want
And I mean that in a good way. To clarify.
To help me out. I understand.
I just want to make sure that we are able to function if I am not around. Not that I intend to not be around, but if anything does genuinely happen to me, I want to make sure that everyone will be alright.
I understand that.
At least until such a time that they find a new one.
I hope you'll be around for a while.
Well, I hope so.
To talk to.
But
Please do
it's
not
important to
perish.
make plans. I have no intention of doing so. But I gotta make sure, just in case.
About
We all care
Raha,
about you.
He cannot be in Apex. Maybe he can be under diplomacy. He's very good at that.
Who?
Raha. If he can't be in Apex,
Raha
he
is
can at least assist
not
with
necessarily a
diplomacy.
diplomat. If Raha is
he
not
told me
going
he
to
was.
be... If he wants to be a diplomat, sure, but I didn't think of him so much as one.
Well, I asked him if he was a traitor because he hung around the diplomacy area, and he said he was actually a diplomat.
Oh! See, normally when I talk to him about it, he says, I would just prefer to be a diplomat than a traitor. He doesn't like trading.
Also,
Okay.
I think maybe a teaching role
He
would
will-
be under diplomacy, I guess?
He'll still be a mentor no matter what.
Yeah.
It just means
I
he
want
won't
him to be
have
a mentor.
any... It just means he won't have the ability to very easily tell someone not to do something.
I see.
It's unfortunate.
Is there any way to give him, like, a sort of role that's not an Apex?
I think...
Like, just make him a teacher role?
I think based on this, he is not allowed to have any authoritative role at all.
I understand. Oh, okay.
We thought that this one would be okay, but I guess it is
I get it now. It has clicked. My brain has clicked.
We thought that this would be okay, but I guess it is not.
Alright. He's still a teacher anyways. Just without the power, sadly, which sucks because you can't tell someone to stop doing a thing.
It's unfortunate that people will just have to listen to him. If they don't listen to him, he has no ability to get them to listen by other means.
He can just inform an Apex, and I'm pretty sure every Apex listens to Raha.
Yes. Admittedly,
He is respected.
if Raha is not able to have the role, I will probably remove the mentor role. And I will probably at that point merge trader and merchant and diplomat together. Which I didn't want to do. I wanted them to be able to be separate. But if they have to be together, then they will.
I feel like trader and diplomat work together so often that they might as well be the same category.
Well, you would always have a diplomat with you when you go to trade, so yes.
Exactly.
Having somebody, the only problem is it means someone will have to be both a good diplomat and a good leader, and a good trader to be in the consideration. And it does admittedly give them more work to do.
Yeah.
I think we have a few people eyeing us.
I don't mind the work if I end up getting it. It's just the web is the thing that jumbles my brain. I can go through everything in the information room and write it down and keep it in my head and organize it all. That's easy. It's just the web is so chaotic, and stuff happens like every few minutes. And I don't know if it's something important or if it's someone just making a silly comment, and it's overwhelming.
As I said, if you were made leader, you would likely be able to work with them more. Find a way to make it function.
Yeah, organize it all. Make it less jumbled.
That's true, but I wouldn't want to put Silk Cedar heading trades.
Oh.
It's where they're gonna have to just work with them.
Oh. Everything, the world stopped. Okay, we're fine.
Oh. Just for a
Everything's
minute.
fine.
Yes.
Alright, is there anything else?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
No problem. I'm glad to help.
Thank you.
Literally what I'm here for.
Yes. Oh, the parrot thing. The parrot thing went well. We found out that it takes like 10 minutes for a parrot to have an egg. So I let them keep the parrot since it wasn't tamed, and they said that they would send over the eggs to us and we could just consistently give each other parrots. It felt like something fun and very nice to do with the nature park. And possible future of getting beetroot seeds so that we can do the eggs as well. Possible. I don't want to push them because I know that, like, for example, the undead faction was very adamant on giving away pumpkin seeds, so I don't want to push the nature-born.
The funny part is, I can't really think of a single thing we need beetroot for.
No, yeah, the
So
only
I don't
thing
think we're
is
gonna
for the
trade
parrot.
them I don't think we're gonna trade them for beetroot, so
Yeah. No, it's solely for the parrots is why we might get the beetroot seed.
yeah. Like I just can't think of anything that we would use beetroot for. I don't know it very well. Maybe the cooks. Maybe they have a better idea for that. But I don't know.
I don't think we need it. That's why it's like a possibly, and that's why I didn't push it. It's because it's not worth pushing. It's just a beetroot.
Yeah, they need to communicate with you occasionally, but other than that, they would need to pay attention to you.
Are we having another headache, or are you just?
No, I was just thinking.
Yeah.
No, we were thinking.
Sometimes I think about things.
I didn't want to ask them for beetroot. I didn't think it was needed. Like, we don't.
No.
It's a possibility that they give us some, but it doesn't matter.
I think ideally they would, because realistically speaking, if we are giving them parrots and they have beetroots, it just as much as us having beetroots negates us needing to give them parrots, just as the beetroots negate them needing to give us
An exchange, essentially, yeah.
beets. So one would think that in the future they would be willing to do that. But we will have to see.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this isn't a private thing, going to the undead faction again is apparently something someone wants to do. Do you want to do that today with us, or do you trust us to just go?
If you are going, I might want to go with you, but it'll depend.
Do you have time?
I do have time, yeah.
Okay. I know that...
It depends on how late you decide to go out. If you decide to go out...
It'd be now, probably.
I see, yes, then I can probably go.
Okay.
If it was any later than, like, a few hours from now, I would say no, but...
Yeah. Is it Frivis? Again? I'm bad at names. I just don't know how to say it.
Friyith is the blue and black.
Friyith or Frithie. I think both of those work. Listen, find both of them.
I can remember Frithie.
Now I'm confused. God.
I will say Frithie, because I can remember that.
The shorter one.
The short
Fry.
Anything with Y just entertains me.
If that's all, I think they're waiting.
Yes, I will go approach them. They're just staring.
What are you staring? What are you staring at?
What are you looking at?
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
We were trying to bother. I was trying to bother Favor to show him something, but I figured you were in a private conversation.
Yes.
Oh, we were.
Before you guys go, Chitter is available to go to the undead if we go sooner.
Yeah, feel free to.
You can still have your conversation. We have no time for that. But we can go to the undead faction today. Chitter does have time. We just can't take too long.
Oh, okay. For us to go and trade real quick.
Yes.
All right. Then yeah, we can go do that.
But you guys can have your conversation because I have to get ready.
Alright.
Keep in mind, we do also still need to bring a tank with us.
A tank?
Big.
Oh, tank. I don't know why I thought water tank.
Big.
This time,
Brain.
this time, as much as I love Krazith, I don't think he should go with us to the undead or constructs. He has some very strong opinions.
Do you want to take Khadgar or Fable?
Up to you. Just talk to them.
Okay.
I might not be able to go. I'm probably.
Gotta go change the sign over here. The architect instead of builder.
Bob the Builder. We can do it! Yeah. There you go, artifact.
We just needed it.
Could I borrow you for 1 moment?
Sure. What's up?
Okay, so I went to the vault earlier this morning and I noticed that the piece of dripstone that was there and the pedestal was on the ground. Do you know who may have been there and taken those out?
Let's talk in the hallway because it's really echoey.
Okay, yeah. So someone was in the vault, I'm not sure who, and they threw the pedestal and dripstone spike that was in there on the ground.
I'm not sure who would have done that. So I thought, based on what you said, that you meant maybe that someone had mined up to make sure they could get through the door, but if they actually took something out of the chest and put it down, I don't know.
They dropped it onto the ground as though to let it despawn.
Huh. So a dripstone spike and a pedestal.
Yes.
And everything else was left by itself?
Everything else was fine.
And was the same as when you last logged it?
I believe so, yes.
Let's go ahead and check, and then we can ask around.
Yes,
There are only
it
a
was
few
just
people
a
that
little
do
confusing.
know where it is.
Yes. 5 total, including us 2, I believe.
It should only be people who I was going to have as prospective apexes. So it should be you, me, Beva, and Kadga. I was going to have Raha be informed, but I didn't get a chance to. No one else should know where it is. Or if they've found it by themselves, then they shouldn't be messing with it.
Like, I don't really see a reason to throw them out. Although the same could be said as why would we keep them? I don't believe they're too important, but it's
No, I
simply
don't believe
strange
they
because
are
it's
too
not saying.
important. I think we put them in there just because they were not suited to anywhere else. The pedestal was given to us by the Natureborn as an example of what the pedestal would look like. And the other was... I have no idea.
The dripstone spike I put there specifically because it is somewhat valuable because it can be used for creating lava.
We could probably just put those in the top ring of the storage area. Bamboo should definitely stay in here, though.
Bamboo? Okay, I could move it, but that's a lot of bamboo to move.
Maybe not then, if we have a lot.
Yeah, over 1,600.
Ooh. Do we have somewhere that we actually have it planted? Do we have somewhere we actually have it planted yet?
Not currently that I'm.
We should put a little
Also,
bit in here then, just in case.
There's a little bit of a landmark that you can use if you need to find this easier. This thing over here, under like a inverted pillar.
Ah. Mm. Huh. Well, at least one of the taller people was in here. I know one of the taller ones was in here.
Who put this sign here?
Huh. I don't know. Make sure everything is still in here. And is in the accurate numbers.
Well, we seem to have more sugarcane, so someone has put in.
I was going to say we have more paper certainly than we need, but I know that we
have a lot more.
were starting to get a stock up of paper.
Okay, so one thing can be confirmed: someone has definitely been in here. They've added, and that's possibly all that's been done. But I am still confused as to why the pointed dripstone and pedestal wall on the ground.
I'm not sure.
And whoever wrote this sign did not sign who they were.
I'm concerned, to say the least. What is a night vision pod?
Yes, a potion of night vision that I'm not certain should be possible to obtain, but someone fished it up, I think, or found from a chest. I'm not sure, I can't remember. It was quite a long time ago.
It should probably be in here. The research room is too easy to find.
Yeah, the fact that someone took it to the research room, it's either Favor took it so that they could study it, which Favor likes learning things, so that makes sense. But if it was the Dragonfly who just recently arrived, they found this rather quickly.
Well, someone big was in here, I'm pretty sure, because I fixed this last time.
Didn't we open this for Khadgar to fix?
Yes, but I fixed it afterwards.
Oh. Curious.
Very. There you go. Put this back where it's supposed to be. This room is too easy to find.
It arguably is.
And maybe we need to hide the other one better.
We actually do need a little bit of copper. We're going out. Just a wee bit. For emergency shelter. I might need a new flute to put my string. Victor. Think we're lagging. Yeah, we're lagging. Okay, give it a minute. Give it a minute. It's lagging.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
It appears that in regards to the paper, I had a bit of a senior moment, and that is actually the correct amount. I recall Khadgar stating we need a little bit extra because we were quite low
Yes,
at the time.
we were going to trade a bit of paper, so that makes sense.
Yes, that was for the large bulk orders, I believe.
Yes.
So at least that is something to not be concerned about, but the rest, yes, something to ask around about.
Go figure.
I will.
If it was him. If not, then
Yeah.
we need to figure out who was.
I like this build. Yeah, it's quite nice.
There's so many, though.
Time to find favor.
I need to head out with the others, so I will unfortunately be gone.
Alright.
But I will be back, and when I am back,
I will.
let me know.
Yep, I will find favor and ask them if it was possibly them. If it was, then at least not too much to be concerned about.
It's not like it's a big deal. It's just
Yeah.
we need to make sure that they don't do that again, and make sure it wasn't someone else.
I'll be quite worried if it was someone.
Me too. Ding! 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 Ding, ding, ding! Excuse me. Have we talked about how cool Dave is yet today? Let me just talk about how cool Dave is.
Hi, Chitter.
Hello. I see we have visitors.
Yeah.
Evangeline,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen favor?
They were in the hive last time I saw them. They didn't say they were going to bed soon, so they should be awake. Okay, so, I can bring. Essentially what they're here for is to talk about research in regards to the plant life and
go
trying
get
to
Silk Cedar. Go get Silk Cedar.
Oh shit, okay.
They wanted,
they said,
should talk to him.
quick summary, they said they wanted to start with our lands, the closest pollution, so that there wasn't an ordeal with the constructs. But you can get the TLDR from them. I'm going.
Taste water. I'm sorry
Oh.
that.
No, you're fine.
It's fine. We can have that replaced.
Yeah, that's a decent fix. Don't worry.
Greeting.
Hello again.
Were you informed of, well, my visit?
Yes. Though if you wish to give a synopsis again, you may.
Well, I was coming here for the shared research and wanted to make contact with your scholars yourself and form, if it is possible, a direct form of communication between us for such matters.
Direct in what way?
Well, perhaps that I know who I request if I come visit to talk about such things.
The one you will be requesting is either myself or Silkseeder.
That is good to know.
I believe Evangeline went to go and find him. He is awake. It might just take a minute.
I was also here to request help with my own endeavors because I and my kin have trouble reaching into the pollution, and I would request a buckkin to do it for us, as I have heard that some of your kind are able to swim in the poisonous water.
What would you have them do specifically?
It is to plant, perhaps kelp and seaweed for now, to see what effect that might have on the polluted water.
Excuse me.
I will discuss it with them, as there are a few of us who are capable of this, yes. But I would have to speak with them and make sure that they are willing to do such a thing.
Of course. It is not a nice thing. I've traveled through the waters myself, and yes, it is very regrettable.
It is unfortunate, but if it is to assist in hopefully cleaning it up, then it is preferable to do so.
Yeah. I do hope of bringing back at least some life to the areas that are affected.
We can only hope.
I was also given some charcoal to, donate to your endeavors.
We have begun the experiment. We will have to wait a few days, likely, to see if it actually works.
Yes, it is a contribution to your efforts and hopes that we can better cooperate.
I appreciate that.
Should I leave it in the chat?
Yes, that would be most preferable. Thank you for your contribution. We'll make sure to use it wisely.
It was more from our traders, but I like that we have this cooperation, so I will endeavor of getting more if we can.
Ah, there's Silkseeder.
Hello? I thought someone wanted me.
Hello.
This is in regards to the plant research.
Ah. How can I
Now,
help you?
to clarify, y'all are crowding. Shoo! Shoo! If you need to know information, you'll know it. Shoo shoo! Shoo!
Stop right up.
Would you like me to leave too?
You may say. You are a different. Specifically a learning one. It's just a lot. The large crowd.
Ooh.
Okay, go on.
Greeting. I am Pratina from the Nature Born, a council member myself, and a scholar. I do endeavor in trying to combat the pollution, and I wanted to establish a good communication between us in the ongoing endeavor.
Nice to meet you. My name is Silkseeder. I currently have the goal of trying to restore greenery to barren wasteland.
Well,
And it sounds like our goals could align in a shape or form, considering the location of the origination of the pollution.
yeah, my plan was to spread underwater flora close to your beaches where the pollution has spread.
While that could help in the short term, it ultimately would not solve much. As to deal with the problem as a whole, you need to deal with the source.
Of course. But I am worried that the waters are approaching the roots of the mother, and we should not let them reach her.
I agree.
It is, well, more of a thing to contain it more than fix the problem overall, as that will require a lot more research and work, I know.
Well, I could possibly expand my own research to aid with yours, but I would require plant samples in which to experiment on. If you wish a bit of an idea as to what my plans are, you can give this a little bit of a read. This is my overarching goal, to restore greenery to the land of the construct. If I apply this to any underwater plant specimens you procure for me, we may be able to achieve what you are looking for.
I am unsure what some of this research entails.
Some alterations would need to be put in place for the underwater specimens, but ultimately, in order for a plant to grow in harsh environments, it needs to be able to survive in harsh environments. So my plan is to crossbreed various plants, introducing various genomes so that they can become stronger.
Yeah. My current idea was to spread those plans for now and see which one seems to be the most resilient in dealing with the pollution. I do also have access to a wider array of underwater flora than you might have.
Indeed.
But as the waters are very poisonous to my kind, I do require the help of someone that can swim in it.
Well, that would not be me, unfortunately. But
No, but there are are a few of us who are capable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I suppose to begin with, plants that are resilient would be a good starting point. We would also need to acquire more samples of this polluted water so that we can figure out what resources we have on hand that can at least thin the pollution out or remove it entirely, and try to mix the two, if at all possible.
I did acquire some samples from the waters, and even that black sludge that they have on their land.
Mm-hmm. A great many samples will be needed, and safe areas to contain them.
Yeah.
So far in our experiment, we have been, at least for the sludge, surrounding it in quartz blocks, condensed. Whereas the water we have been using cauldrons. We are keeping an eye on it to make sure nothing leaks through. If anything does, we will let you know. If it is a suitable thing to use to contain it.
Yeah. I am currently storing my samples in jars, keeping them locked away.
Glass is pretty good at that.
Yeah.
My only concern is that a plant will only be able to absorb so much pollution. Eventually, they will need to be removed and replaced. Otherwise, it will just continue to spread.
Yeah. But there are plants that have a very high rate of replication, like the kelp and seaweed. Given the chance, they could overtake the areas and form a basis for more life.
Eventually.
Yes.
If you see some of the others, could you let them know it is not that I wished to... It is not that they were in a situation where I didn't think that they could... I wasn't trying to offend them, basically. By pushing them out of the gazebo. I just don't want to scare the Natureborn by having a whole bunch of us surrounding
did you mean
them.
the... I see. Okay. They
If you
didn't
could let
seem
them
too
know.
bothered, but yeah.
I don't think they are bothered, but I want to make sure that they're... I want to make sure that they know, just in case.
Of course. Oh, hello. One thing I wanted to talk to you about later after this.
I'll be around after.
I'll have time after the longer naps.
Mm-hmm. Very good. I will make what preparations I can on my side. You do what you can on yours.
Yeah.
Side eye. Bombastic side
Is
eye.
there anything else you wish to say?
Bombastic
I
side
believe
eye.
that is all.
Very good. I look forward to this cooperative venture.
Yes, I do too. I think it is a very important cooperation between our kin.
And I suppose that's all there is. Thank you for your effort.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until we see again.
Until next time.
I appreciate the gift of your time.
Did one of you have anything to discuss?
Nothing that I can think of at the moment.
you wanted to talk to the button.
Well, you're more of an expert on the subject than I am.
Well, we won't take more of your time then.
Thank you for coming to visit us.
Yes, thank
And
you.
should you wish to talk to us, you may feel free.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Know that it is important to take the safe options and be able to actually learn how to talk about things. Otherwise, you'll just end up getting stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, I think it is time to leave then.
Sounds good.
Safe travels to you.
Yeah. If you'd like, I can escort you out.
I think we will be fine, but we
Understood.
will leave the river as fast as possible because of the undead problem there.
Mm-hmm.
Safe travels then.
We will try.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Safe travels.
Take care.
Goodbye.
So many little sweeties. Huh? What is? What is here? What is? Oh, I think someone squished my web.
Oh, yes, one of them apologized for that. They accidentally placed out some water.
Ah.
Well, I think
Can
those
one
talks
of
went well.
Duxley, can you take this and put it in the research room?
Of course.
Thank you. To let you know, Freddy, I think Kaga is unable to attend, and I don't think we have any other larger friends other than Crescent that could help today, so we might want to just do it another day.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we can still take Krazith. I just don't recommend him due to his opinion.
Talk to Evangeline then. It's up to you two. I will let you decide, as this is your project. But it will have to be soon, if you want to. By the way, Skipper, would you mind coming over here for a minute?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
I wanted to gauge your interest. Seeing as I already told Evangeline the same. Currently, you are one of the perspectives for either diplomat or traitor.
Oh.
Especially depending on if they merge together. I'm not going to put this on you if it is something you do not want. And I'm not going to decide now. I'm not going to decide for some time, as I'd like to see both of you shine.
I understand.
And
I
equally,
would
I'd
be
like
honored
to
and
let you step up to it.
Right. I'd be honored and I'm happy to... I'll do my best to make you proud.
I expect you will. Just... if you very much want it, do your best to keep learning. I think you're doing a very good job.
Understood. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And let me know if there's anything I can help with.
I won't hesitate.
I'm gonna have to consider if I'm gonna merge those together though. So
Right.
Stress. Ooh. Headache. Headache.
But well, I'm
I
honored
have
that you
a little bit
considered
too.
me for that position.
Of the
I'll do my best to
diplomats
try
we
and.
currently have, you and Evangeline are both trying the hardest.
Evangeline's also doing a great job.
Evangeline is admittedly, I think she's very good at it, but I also think she gets stressed. But you're both still learning. That's why for now I'm going to just leave it open. And until a point that one of you shows me that you're ready for it, I'm just gonna, head things. But I'm gonna keep, sending you two to do things.
Okay.
So just be
I
ready.
will certainly keep learning. I will certainly keep learning and do my best to make you proud.
I'm sure you will. I need to get some levers and stone buttons for the stem room.
Ooh.
Gotta expand it. Honestly, I kind of want to get some soap and put it in there, cause the soap is slippy.
Oh yeah.
What is this? What?
Oh.
Why can't I can't see the chest. I can't see them. Huh.
Oh.
How?
Oh, you can't see them?
I can't see them.
Oh,
Weird.
you might wanna blink. I think I've had this problem before.
Yeah, I'm gonna blink. I was gonna blink soon anyways.
Okay.
Wow. Oh.
I think when I had this.
I think you might have already done it, but if you haven't already, make a room up here.
So I have.
Yeah, I thought so. I wanna make sure people think that we actually live up here. By the way, why is this one cursed?
I don't know. It's been like that since the beginning.
What? I'm concerned. I'm still concerned. Why is that one cursed?
But yes. My room is the one with the blackboard next to it that has the mail and the little
right. I should have remembered.
This one here.
Should have remembered because it's the first one I see every time, and yet.
I need to know. I need to know why it's cursed.
Pan B. Pan B.
Pan B. Pan B.
Pan B.
Pan B. Pan B.
Pan B.
How did that bee become colorful? I wanna make more of them colorful.
I think they just come out wearing sweaters. I think it's a bit random.
Oh, I wanna get more. I wanna get more colorful ones.
I think we just have a chance to be wearing a different pride sweater whenever they come out of the hive.
They're so cute. Papa.
That was a bit of a rush. Don't let me fall down there. I give me one of those. Oh no!
I'm Bill. Oh, here. I'll just make another one.
You're playing too hard. Oh, thank you.
My favorite. How did yours go? Chibi spider.
Ah.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Chitter.
I think Fava might have gone to bed, so we may have to talk to him about a thing tomorrow.
Yeah. I am both excited and concerned about this little venture. I'm excited because it is essentially my life's work, but I am concerned because it begins in the ocean.
It does, in fact, begin in the ocean, but you don't have to touch it.
We,
You don't have to touch the ocean. Someone else will do it for you. Because you can't touch it anyways, because it's icky and gross.
Yes,
It smells bad.
It smells
I'm
bad.
all disappointed.
Sorry for interrupting, but those who are immune to poisons are able to swim, correct?
It's we are requiring some people who are immune to the poisons that don't mind swimming. You obviously, no one is really good at both, but it's we need someone who is immune to the bad bits of the icky water. Which I think is Fava and you.
So far that I know of, yes.
So if you would be willing to help with the project, then no.
Not at this exact moment, but yes.
No, not right this moment.
But yeah, at the time that you would probably need me, yes. I am willing to help.
Alright. I'll make sure you are part of the team.
Also, the other two are in the storage room.
Huh?
Who?
Why does her name keep escaping me?
Evangeline?
Yes.
We're using it to go to the library.
Okay, so
We're not. Well, we haven't even sold them.
Don't
We
worry
haven't even
about
sold
this.
them books, so we don't need to tell them that we're not.
We were just
selling books
curious.
No.
What if it would make a boat go faster?
Go.
Like,
Oh.
look at that.
Well, hey, sleepy sleep.
Oh, they put in the stimmy room. And it's scary.
It's my favorite because it's so random where it slips you.
Yeah, we just want to does it make the boat faster?
Nope.
No. Doesn't even bubble. That's silly.
Maybe try pushing up. It might be because there's stone in between them. Maybe try pushing them down.
Nice. Where did they go?
Chibi spider.
It does not do anything.
Where could they have gone?
I don't know. Yeah.
I heard what you said. Hello, I'm getting paper for trade.
Okay, well, Chitter's here.
Where's the so many? Where's the so many?
What?
How many dolls?
Because there can be.
I'm not liking the hobweb.
Why not?
I like soap much better than cobweb.
Chitter.
Oh, yeah.
One thing to note recently, I think we should stop selling books for now because Khadgar wants to use all the leather for the map room, for the item frame.
Yeah.
So we're always going to be low on leather because of that for a while.
Yeah.
So I think we just sell paper.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to
Keep in
talk to you
mind,
about.
selling people paper does, in fact, improve the ability for them to make maps.
that is
We're gonna have to take that because we want to build the giant map room and we need the leather for it.
To be fair, they're probably gonna find a way to get maps anyways. If we don't give them paper, eventually they're gonna try to steal it.
That's fair.
There's always a way around.
The other thing that was important. This can be a matter. This isn't involved with the undead trip, but I wanted to talk to you about setting up a neutral ground for all 4 of the factions. There is an island between us and the Natureborn.
I
and
have
that
a very
island...
interesting thing to tell you.
Hey, I shared that idea before too.
Yeah, but the particular thing, this island is right between us and the Natureborn, and it's an easy path from all the factions. It's a longer boat ride between the undead and the constructs, but it's a straight path. So it's a lot easier if we do it there.
I have a lovely thing to tell you.
Oh.
Okay.
I have already been in talks with both the undead and the constructs so far, and both of them want this. They both want to create a summit and a neutral place for the leaders at least to go. I am uncertain if they would want to make this to a point where it would be neutral for everyone, but we would have to see.
The thought I had was on that island, there would be a location either away, slightly off from the island, or just in a private location on the island underground where you guys can have meetings. And on the rest of the island could be a place where other faction members of other factions can meet each other.
Write up a
it would be
report
good
for me.
communication. I can, yes.
And I will potentially talk to other leaders about it.
I approached the Natureborn on this, not in a ask to them to do it, because I didn't want to ask them to do anything until I talked to you about it, but asking them if they were interested in that.
In the future, probably leave something as big as that to just me.
No, I didn't say in specifics, do you want to go to this specific island? It was mostly, do you guys want to make a neutral ground? Just asking if they even want to do it. I didn't ask it specifically, because I wanted to wait for you.
Just be careful of what you ask, is more what I mean.
Of course.
But yes, I submit me a report on the specific details and your idea, and I will read it over. If I have any ideas of how to change it, then I will. And if not, then I will talk to the other leaders about it.
Okay. Also, I think it's a good spot also because it's near the World Tree, so it's kind of like thematic. It's not super close where the Guardians thing happened.
As long as it's not too close to the head.
Yeah, no. I don't want to be chased by flying things.
Uh-huh. Which I'm going to state one more time. Everybody make sure it's very clear. We don't go to the World Tree. We don't fuck with the World Tree. We don't touch it. We don't worry about
it on the web too, just as loud as possible.
We don't go there because
nature...
currently, as far as I am aware, I still have to talk to Fava. As far as I am aware, we are the only faction that has not killed a Guardian.
We are not. That is the construct.
No.
They killed one.
We're the only ones who haven't killed one.
They have killed.
Who has killed one?
Krasith killed one.
Yes, I told you.
When did you do this?
Like a long time ago.
That was the one that was in self-defense.
Yes. The crooked one is aware, and I have talked to them as well.
Well, then there we go. We're fucked. Now everyone's killed one. When did you do this?
Yeah.
When was this?
A long time ago, before the crooked man even appeared. It was while we were still looking for the undead. I believe it may have been on the 4th day.
In the future, I do not care. If you are going to die, do not kill one.
Yes, I know. I have spoken.
It's too late now.
I'm aware.
I was with you at the time, and I was trying to tell you not to kill it.
Oh, that was one.
It was you, me, and...
There's no need to fight about it. There is nothing we can do to fix it.
Right, you're right.
What's done is done.
To the crooked man.
When I had spoken to the Crooked One, they had specifically stated we were the only ones who had not killed one. So I do not believe it is the constructs that have not killed one. Thus, that means all of us have.
Indeed, it was.
I believe that we are ready for the trip to the undead, though. As soon as Evangeline is. Yep.
We should probably head out then.
Right.
We don't have a lot of paper. We have what we're bringing is a stack of scaffolding, 10 name tags, and 30 paper.
Oh, I've accidentally picked up 3 sugar cane. Do you need that?
Yeah.
No, we don't trade sugarcane.
Well, I
No,
mean
like-
to make it paper.
Yeah.
Oh, fair, fair, fair.
We
Because there's
have
crafting tables
an
around,
abundance
you know?
of paper, but you need to ask for it.
Yes,
If
that
you
is
don't tell
going
me you need it, then I
There's-
don't bring it out.
Here, for now.
Okay.
How much do you need or want?
We are going to be selling it. We've been planning on going on this trip just now with Chitter. I am taking 34 paper, and I didn't take it from storage, I made it.
Okay.
You done with the crafting table?
Yes.
Alright.
You can make paper in your hand.
Oh. Oops. Hi. Was not quite aware of that.
Just for future reference, we have over 390 paper in total.
Oh.
And keep in
Yes.
mind that is
That's
information
why I'm
that we are
putting off
only going to have between ourselves and not tell
Please
anyone.
stop with the flute.
We have paper.
I can't hear. Okay. I will give you the 34 right now. Can you bring me a stack? I don't know where you put it.
It's
Yes, to reiterate what Chitter said, we are
It's
keeping that
in
information to
big
ourselves.
Understood. I didn't know where it was, so I thought what we had left there was what we had. Sorry. And I didn't want to take what we had, so I made some.
I need a moment to fix my voice.
Here. You sell 5
I gotta fix fucking. It's being stupid again. I don't know why voice mod I have to restart it so often. 1 second, guys.
Taken the second treasure chest that is on one of our islands. I'm not mad. I just need to know because I spent ages finding it just to find out that the treasure chest is already empty.
I literally haven't left the hive except to go into clothes.
No, Astra has been looking for them.
So it's not a chest. It's a. What happened is there were 2 treasure chests that treasure maps that we acquired, and I went on an expedition to find both of the spots, and I did. And the first one got us a book. I put that in the information room, and I reported on which map that was from. And then the second one did not have a test, and it looked like it was all dug up. So I need to know if other captains have the same maps as us, or if someone here found it.
It was Astra. I did it in the early days. I found the chest. Astra.
So why did Astra not report this? Because it said, which when I finish what I'm saying, why did Astra not report this? Because Chadgar was asking in the web for people to find the map because we were still waiting on that since the start. And if Astra had found it, why didn't Astra say something?
I do not know about in the web, but she had told multiple booking including myself.
Yes, but you have to say something in the information room for us to know anything. Because word of mouth isn't working. That's the whole point of the information room.
They have not been on in a while, to my knowledge. I do not know. I have not seen it.
It's fine. At least now I know. That was my biggest concern was that somebody
Okay.
outside the back.
I think I'm better now.
Which
There we go.
right kind of deal.
Alright, I'm better now.
But it's not, so that's good to know. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
For now on, for Succeeder, because I feel like I have said, if we're rushing to leave to go do trade and we have to grab stuff quickly and Succeeder's not around, is there a book where we can put where we took things from or something like that? So that he at least has something to look at to know?
I do not think we have one currently. But
I think your voice is still broken, by the way.
Is it?
Or
what do you mean? Ah! Oh?
I don't hear you.
I also don't hear you.
Me either.
Yeah.
Is that better?
There you go. You're back.
Apparently I had to just swap it. My voice. I mean.
That's happened to me before.
We don't
You just have
have
to
one. We don't have one right now. But you can talk to Succeeder about it or I can. Honestly, when it refers to paper specifically, I would prefer that you actually do have to ask him about it. Because what I worry about is that if we don't if we have plans to use what we have, Silkseeder would be the one who would know. Which, by the way, hi, Silkseeder.
Speaking of, hello. Thank you. Okay. So, I will talk to you about this later, but essentially I want to see if we can get a book so that when you're not around and we have to run to go do a quick trade and something's happening, I want to be able to write down what I took. That's particularly if you're not awake. But if you are awake, then I will look for you.
I'm usually awake and here for 12 hours a day, so
Oh, goodness. Okay.
it will be very hard not to see me, except for possibly one day in particular.
Okay. If you're not around, I'll set it up with you later. Maybe a book for people to write down what they took. That's just if it's an important thing. And if it's paper, I will not take anything unless you're up.
Yeah, paper is usually up on the top floor, and I will do my best to keep at least 2 stacks in there at all times.
Okay. But otherwise, we are good to go. The other things I took so that you have it in record is 10 name tags and a stack of scaffolding.
We had 10 name tags?
Yeah, it was in the chest right there for trade goods.
Ah, yes. Those ones, okay. I didn't know those ones because I have a separate storage. Okay, very well. So there was a name tags and what else?
10 name tags and a stack of scaffolding. I think there's 2.5 stacks in that chest. And I took
Yes, the scaffolding I haven't noted in the book, but that's...
Otherwise, I think we're good to go.
Just for a moment.
Oh.
I need you at some point to inform me exactly when this event happened.
Yeah, let's
and
get out of the way. I don't want to jump into the conversation.
How the interaction went down. I am admittedly very frustrated that you've done this, as I thought I had made it clear to everyone to not do so.
This was before such a thing had happened. It was before we knew what they were and anything about the World Tree itself. I believe I was the first one to be interactive with them and about the information of these beings, and after such we had decided that we are to not interact with them as they are dangerous, and later on we found out of them as Fae.
As I said, I would like a full report of when this happened and how it happened. Right now, we need to focus on what we have to do. but I want to fully understand the situation. And I would also like to know exactly what happened when you spoke to the Crooked One.
Very well. Seti and Favor can help with that as they were present as well.
That seems fair. Yeah. I think that's it for that. We're gonna figure out lapis and gold on the trip.
3 paper to 1 leather?
Yes. 3 paper to 1 letter from now on for the Natureborn. That is what they have told us.
Okay, thank you.
I believe this is everyone, though.
Indeed it is.
Who is taking lead on this trip?
I would believe either you or Chitter.
How about in this case that you take lead? I would like to see how you handle it.
Okay. For Tang. And then for diplomats, you are Chitter. Or Skipper. Anyone who wants to do it.
Perhaps Skipper could take the lead this time.
Oh, yeah.
If Skipper is available to come with us.
Yes, they're gonna come with us. So Skipper, you will take lead for diplomacy. I will be doing trade, and they will be taking. And everyone else will assist us.
Okay. What will be in charge of... I'm sorry, I had a headache.
So the purpose of the trip, you're in charge of diplomacy. The purpose of the trip is to try to set up a pumpkin trade where we will plant pumpkins and grow pumpkins, and then we will give half of the pumpkins to them, and we will keep half because they can't grow pumpkins.
Right.
The second part is we're going to get official prices for gold and lapis that they want to keep from now on, so that we do not have the conflict of someone inexperienced coming and giving us extra, and then them getting upset at us for scamming them. I think that was everything, because we decided not to do the concrete because we can make concrete, correct?
Right.
Yes. That's
That
right.
was just something I was interested in. It was an unimportant thing.
I did, by the way, discuss with them about trades in the future with people who are not their trade leader. While we are technically... They are not going to get mad at us if we do allow it. And they will handle their own people. We still probably should not trade with people who are not that specific trade person. At least for now. In the future, mayhaps.
Yeah. That is the purpose of the official prices. So if they do decide that they are okay with sending people, that we have a price so that we never have to worry about that problem. Okay, I believe that's everything. I think we're good to go. Did you need anything, Silk Cedar?
Does this suit your purpose? We can place this on the board and you can write what has been brought in and what has been brought out.
It's perfect. I can help organize it when I get back.
Yep, very good.
Okay, we go.
Okay. Go.
Oh, you will be guiding us because you know the way. I do not know the way. I've never been there before.
Understood.
The exit this way. No. There's this way.
Oh, there's another one now made up here?
You don't know about it. Oh my gosh, you've also been suffering.
Yep, I've been asleep
No more
since the trip to the
suffering,
undead.
No more suffering for you.
Go. One at a time.
I'm just gonna keep pushing it.
Are you just gonna keep pushing it? Here, let me push it.
This way, not that way. Up the hole.
I can wash my feet before entering the hive again.
Yay!
There is no button to get inside that way. That's
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah,
That,
Just a quick exit, since climbing up out of the hole is a nightmare to
yeah,
do every
that is
time.
a nightmare.
Who's currently in possession of trade goods? I assume Evangeline?
I have trade goods. I'm gonna split it with Skipper once we get down to the docks.
Okay. Just establishing a distance check for tackling.
I keep forgetting. We gotta put trapdoors by the cobwebs because the axolotls keep getting stuck in there and almost dying.
Francis had told me that they don't die out of the water. Was that a lie?
Yeah.
I thought they do after a really long time.
Well, it takes a long time, but they have enough time to get out of the cobweb. They have been fine.
Well, if they're stuck in the cobweb, they won't, because one almost died.
Right.
We don't need to leave this closed, by the way. Just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're actually supposed to leave it open. It's only there in the case of war.
Oh, understood.
I think everyone's been using it as a door.
Yeah, no, you don't have to leave it. You don't have to leave it closed.
Now it is time for the boats.
Yep, and you'll be leading the way.
Right.
Hey, look, it's
So,
open.
Keep in mind, by the way, seeing as there are many of us, should we get into a situation where we have to wait out the night, it is preferable that we make a shelter. I have some cobble with me so that I can do so.
yes, I brought
But
some
make
wood
sure
for that,
to watch
thanks.
each other's backs, and above all, protect Evangeline, as Evangeline has the items on her.
Mhm.
If Evangeline falls, we collect everything. Every single thing. Understood?
I assume from that point the plan is fall back.
Yes.
After we pick up the items, obviously.
Considering Evangeline is the one who is specifically leading the trade, in this case we would fall back, even though we have many people with us.
Understood.
Thing to note with boats at the moment: be careful of the ones that throw the tridents. They may knock you out of the boat.
Yes, I have been knocked out of my boat, so I'm going to be incredibly careful with that. Speaking of that, for formation, I'm going to be in the center, and Tank will be in front, particularly the boats. Tank will be in front, going ahead, so that if there is one that is throwing something, they will go for the tank before me, so that I don't die from getting hit in the head by a trident.
Yes, and I think that if we get into a situation where we're having things thrown at us, it's best if we have shields to deflect them.
Yes.
Oh,
if
I
you're
forgot
in
a
the
shield.
middle of the that's not good. I can make one. I have the stuff for it.
I always forget to grab one.
I always bring a little bit of
I always
iron
carry
on.
one on me.
You will have to give me a moment as I need to make my distant horizons work again.
There you go.
I'm going to have a quick cosmic break before we go.
Yes.
Deal with throwing weapons quite easily. I have experience of
If
fighting
we, I'll repeat this when we
Admittedly,
get back,
the sun is going down, so we might want to wait till sunup.
Do you have time for that?
How long does a night take?
A while.
Yes.
I think if we rush for the undead, we'll be there by nighttime, and then
The last
we
time-
can spend the whole night.
The last time we headed in there, we were very quickly taken, at least one of us present, was taken out by a creeper on the path there, or on the path back, as it is not properly lit.
Yeah, we should wait then.
If it is late enough that I am not allowed to join you, I will let you go.
Okay.
As I am trusting you and Skipper to handle this properly. Just please write me a full report on what happened.
Of course. You should probably set up a place for us to give you reports when you're not awake, so that you can read them when you are awake.
Currently, you could put that in the information room or the meeting room.
Okay, that works.
Probably preferably the information room.
Okay.
They work, okay. Sorry, I had to make it where I could see the horizon again.
Yeah. I don't... Do we know a direct way there, or do we have to go through a bunch of trees?
We have to go through a long path that, again, is not the best protected.
Okay.
But we don't have to go through trees.
From what I remember, there's a... If we reach the beach first, I think there's a beach that's a bit more on the western side of the island, closer to the town.
There is a path.
Right.
Frithy should remember where it is, hopefully? Yes?
Relatively, yes.
There is a path, and that is a straight shot to their...
We should avoid the tree at all costs.
Diplomatic area. Yes, avoid the tree at all costs.
We'll be giving it a wide berth.
But we'll wait out the night first. I don't want to get caught in the middle of the night.
Oh, it is turning night, isn't it?
Oh yes, the sun is setting.
We'll start leaving the water at night.
Do we have any ideas of what we're going to do with that island? I am curious.
This island? Nothing yet.
Bear.
Currently. Bear is currently on the island.
I gotta make the
in
cave for
box.
Bear.
The bear is still in the box.
I gotta make the cave
I'm
for Bear.
sorry. I've been asleep. I've been able to do anything.
Okay.
We
Just
gotta,
remember,
yeah, we gotta set up the bear,
the bear.
cage.
We don't wanna have that bear be stuck in a little rock area for too long. Sad.
But is there anything else that we want to do with the island?
I don't know yet. We should do something. But honestly, we should do something with kind of things in general.
Yeah.
I feel like that island is an eventually.
Yes. We are currently establishing ourselves.
Oh, I think there's a headache going on. Oh, there we go.
Chitter. This should be later down the line once apexes are pointed. But we should have someone doing runs for sending letters to the other factions, or at least to the faction leaders.
Ha 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 ha. No matter where Skipper ends up being, that is exactly what Skipper wants to do.
Oh,
perfect. Give letters to people.
It is my passion.
It's because I already had like 3 Natureborn ask me to send letters to them once a thing happened. One of them was when we appointed a researcher. The other one was when we get a full council, and the third one is if we want to make a neutral ground or not. The thing I told you about.
I will say, we probably don't necessarily just agree to tell them things like when we get a researcher or when we have a full council.
The researcher one was just now, the people who just visited. They said they wanted to know if we have a head researcher, And I told them I would let them know if we get when we get a official head researcher, because they want to contact them in particular about the corruption or the pollution. Wrong word. Sorry if that was too much.
We want to be careful about what kind of information we're given.
Right.
I will probably at some point, I think that that's an important thing for people to know, and I don't mind people knowing who our apexes are.
Yeah.
It's just, if they are asking for it specifically, it is more advised to tell them, I'm not like, perhaps the leader will let you know once they have appointed one.
Are we allowed to say if we do or not have a full council?
I would not.
You would recommend against it.
Here's what I would say. I would probably say that we are putting together a council. That some have already been appointed. But you do not need to tell them specifically what has been appointed and what has not, until such a time that we have a full council.
Just that we are assembling a council.
Yeah. I didn't want to give the impression. I didn't go into detail what was going on. I just said that we didn't have a head researcher. Okay.
That's why I'm
I
informing
didn't
you
want to
and
say
not yelling at you.
Yeah.
Be vague with the
Yes.
information you give them.
Absolutely. I always do that when it's anyone outside of here.
Especially when they are asking for it.
I will keep that in mind.
I mean, if they're asking for it, they probably really want to use that information for something.
Yes.
Now, it may be for a good purpose, but still for a purpose.
We should be guarded about the information that we keep.
Go away from the beach. I want to go. I don't want to be chased by a baby with a trident again.
Yeah, we can go.
We can probably stay by the diplomatic area.
That is not the preferred.
To the sensory room!
Stimmy room.
Stimmy room.
Stimmy.
To the stimmy corner.
I'm gonna go sit in them feathers again.
You know what I can do while I'm here, because I've been wanting to do it. I'm gonna go put those trap doors down over the webs so that the axolotls don't murder themselves.
Alright.
Beather.
Beather.
Beather. Home.
It's a sticky corner.
Glimpsy.
Fair. Could I borrow you for a moment? Just for a moment. Shouldn't take long.
right height for it.
Chitter.
Huh?
Oh, I asked if I could borrow you for a moment.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
I
sorry
didn't
if I
hear you.
wasn't loud enough. Sometimes my voice carries more than it should. Sometimes it carries less than it should.
Well,
You were saying that you had told Krasif not to kill them, yeah?
yes.
So you were there for the event.
Yes, I was.
Could you also write me a report on this event?
I can.
Especially when this event took place.
I don't remember the exact day that it was.
It doesn't have to be
I don't.
exact. Just
Right.
roughly when it was. You can feel free to specifically make sure to tell me in the report if it was before or after I had said not to touch the tree.
When did you say not to touch the tree?
This was a fairly good amount of time ago. Around the first time we met the Crooked One.
Oh, it was far before we met the Crooked One.
Ah, I see. Why then
I
did
believe
you
it
tell
was
them not to kill her?
It struck me as a bad idea. Because it wasn't actually directly harming us unless we got really close to it and agitated it.
Then, either way, please write up everything that happened in a report.
Understood.
And in this case, I would like you to deliver it to the hole by the stairs, where there are spider webs.
Right.
There
Which
should be
stairs?
spider webs at the stairs that lead into the hive.
Okay.
That's where I'm currently sleeping and checking things. I
Oh,
will
yes.
have a better place set up later, but that's just where I've been keeping my things. You should see a large amount of spider webs in a hole, along with a red carpet and a few a chest in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
A notice board. That's where it is.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I remember it's where you brought the chicken when we came back from after getting it.
Thank you very much.
So you wanted, of course. So you wanted a approximate time that it happened and a report of what happened. Okay. Understood.
All right. Thanks. Why is this dirt? A missile. I think this dirt should be a missile.
Oh.
Corner. We can corner. You can now like round out rooms without making it round. Look at the witchcraft, Chitter.
Wow.
Look at the witchcraft.
Ooh.
Have you found the sideways slab yet?
Very nice.
I have. I didn't know if this was a thing, and I love it.
Look at him.
Because now, even if someone decides to make a disgusting box, we can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Honeycomb. Honeycomb.
The sound.
Sticky.
Oh, that is a good point, by the way. Since you are all going to the Undead's Land, it's very cold there. I would recommend lighting your armor with wax so that your antenna don't get stuck.
I was actually about to ask, do you have any spare web on you?
I do. Well, not on me, but I can make some. Give me a minute.
I'm gonna line my armor with that too, try and keep warm with it.
Wait.
Does anyone have a slab? Oh, I just have something real quick.
And trust me, you want to wax your armor. Taking the cold armor off when you're already there hurts.
That might work.
Here you go. Share it with the others. If they want it.
How do you scratch?
Oh my god.
Oh, I handed all of it
Got
off.
one.
Oh no!
Alright, let's
Hand
spread
me
it
one.
around. Spread it around.
Ah!
One of you
I
will
still
get it,
don't
I'm
get
sure.
this everyone.
Careful, please. This level being there.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Line your armor with either wax or your webs. That way, your antenna won't get stuck. You might be a little warmer.
Wait, hold on. Oh, it went through that way.
Ooh!
Oh, I think it's if you put them next to each other, maybe. Put them next to each other.
Anyone else still need web to put in their armor? I've got some left.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's through this.
Thank you for the web, Chitter.
Yeah!
Happy to help.
We can make a firing line.
And it should also work through
So we can make.
top of each other.
Yeah, it's through the middle of them. See, watch this.
Huh.
Yeah, we could put that on like if we need.
Wait, does that mean that we could line
Imagine,
our
like,
kill
on the wall.
halls with our kill halls with honey,
Honey, so they can't shoot us.
and
I
we
was
can
thinking
shoot
the
them
wall.
through it.
It gives us limited vision and area of fire, though.
Oh, well. Alright. It's about the time that I need to go rest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure that one of you writes a report on what happens with the undead, alright?
Right.
Don't care
Also,
who, just someone.
I've also got my web eyes on, so.
Yippee. 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 Tired for Eve. I tire. Yay! I'm gonna rethink the Apex doc as well to figure out if I want to put trader and diplomat at the same thing. Because I don't know if we'll end up having another person who can be a mentor specifically. But we'll see. What? Huh? What? What? Why couldn't I catch myself on the? Oh. It's because I made the web. It's because I made the web. I couldn't catch myself on the wall. No, it's because I was trying to climb it so I could close the gate. But because I made the web. Yeah, to make the web I have to do that. Well, no one saw me, so I just gotta go to bed, I guess. I don't remember where I was 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I really wish that those were separate. You have to like make sure. No, you don't need hunger bar to climb. Well, I hope someone thinks they have to enter the thing within 5 minutes, or there goes my armor and tools. But I mean, I didn't have anything else that's useful on me. So, I guess it's fine. It disables until you turn it back on. At the beach? Ah, okay, yeah. Chitter wouldn't remember, and that's gonna take a long time, and I want to get off, so it's fine. It's fine, I didn't have anything important anyways. I don't like that the gate is open, but I'm just gonna have to hope that somebody wants to leave or enter the hive before uh, anyone tries to see it. Because I can't go over there to specifically for it. I mean, obviously, if I was leaving to go and try to figure out what happened, if I went up to the beach, that would be fine. But I don't want to spend that much time because I really need to get off. My throat hurts. So, fries, I guess. I don't wanna, but I gotta. Right. There are a lot of bugs awake. Oh, wait, actually, I also hope that the other bugkin are making sure that there are 3 people awake at home, because they are taking a lot of people, and I don't know how many people are still awake. I would really want to tell them that, but it's fine. I gotta end. I am legally required to take a bath today because I'm stinky. Okay. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, Gobbles.